into winning this game is to try to shut down Underlord if possible. They have a good lane matchup against him. That's the very good news. We've seen the Monkey King do very well here. But Venno can throw a spanner in the works of this lane. That's kind of what I'm looking at here, and why I think Tundra picked it was as a solution to Monkey King specifically. So a lot of questions will be answered here in the first few minutes.
They want to try to get first blood on Snake King. Antares did a really good job of avoiding the vision top lane, so he ended up kind of backstabbing there.
Great
So
start.
that'll be first blood.
Getting down on the Monkey King feels wonderful for them. It's going to make his lane against Underlord even easier. Still waiting to see how much Venno will offset the balance in that lane. KIYOTAKA made a tinker against Windranger. Not a lane I've seen played particularly much. I feel like both heroes will probably just farm. Windranger has a way of CSing that is not reliant on attacks, so even if you blind her with laser, she can still power shot the range creeps. And at the same time, she doesn't threaten Tinker all that much either, so kind of expecting this to more or less be a wash. And then the top lane, see the battle between Ench and Venno unfold here. Two very... Damn, I forgot the word I remembered that other time again.
Toxic?
No. But yeah, Venno is toxic by nature.
Annoying?
They are...
Very annoying?
There it was. That was the one I couldn't remember.
Perfect.
Thank you. Yeah.
No problem. I agree. They are very annoying to deal with, Synderen. As the Gale's going to connect onto Ramses, so the annoyingness really showing in full scale. Ramses will live, but takes heavy, heavy damage.
In the spot lane. This is a historically great matchup for Batrider against the Terrorblade, but it feels like lately Terrorblades have just been faring better in this matchup. And obviously Crystal Maiden, one of the best supports you can have as TB in the lane to protect against Bat, since she offers both a slow and a root on top of your own slow. So it's difficult for Bat to really commit to the kill and get that dive through. So far, so good for the early laning here for Tundra. Looking great on all three.
Feels like, I don't know what Terrorblade's win rate is, but feels like it's picked into counters all the time, and it does just fine on this patch.
It's
so,
high.
That's a pretty safe pick, generally speaking. We haven't seen Zeus's at all, which used to be the old school counter. Not sure if it even is anymore.
He got changed. He
Skeeter
fell off.
getting harassed a bit. Or is it the other way around? And I mean, that's a tall order for Antares. He's already off to a worse start than Sox the last game.
Yeah, because he doesn't have 17 kills yet.
That's right. And I mean, one good thing from 9PANDAS side is that Ramses was the one that got the first blood, as you mentioned. Yeah. I would say it's mostly from a mental aspect than anything else, because he was beyond tilted last game. He was just at the last couple deaths, he was literally just running in, it felt like.
That was tough.
Very, very weird.
It was a hard game.
But we'll see how they respond, and you know, I think the Eastern Europeans, they have a propensity to tilt from time to time, and it's all about how they respond after the fact. Of course, knowing that they do have another life, even if they were to lose this game, provide some cover for their emotions. As Miera will be going for the Vanguard first, and does that turn into an Octarine, I assume, at some point?
Yeah, probably. They're going to be looking at... Oh, hang on.
Hang on.
Maybe mine.
Moxa. Take
mine
some
again.
damage. Blood grenade was used there, looks like.
Grass.
KIYOTAKA in the mid lane, 15-4 versus 9, who is also 15-4, so very even, although KIYOTAKA is going to take heavy damage right now. Power shot level 2, can he dodge it? Nope. That's going to be the death of KIYOTAKA. Nicely played from 9.
Great cliff play. Love that.
As Sox ends up dying to Roger on the other side.
Yeah. And they also put some nice pressure on 33, but 33 CS is amazing in these first few waves. This is against a Monkey King who got first blood, but obviously does not have Jingu skilled level 1. He skilled the Boundless to get that first blood, and already a job well done up here from 33 will net him the almost phase boots, opting to not rush the Vanguard, but prioritizing the move speed to be able to create a distance to the Monkey King. And in the bot lane, Batrider is in dire straits. 10-5 against the 24-11 on Skitter.
Yeah,
Bad Rider obviously not good at CSing the way this hero generally wins lanes.
Yeah, they used Blood Grenade as well.
Not like this.
Snaking, and Skeeter with the meta. Very little effort needed to grab that kill.
No coverage there from Antares. He was heading up to place a ward, I believe. And nice little purge creep there from Roger will protect him from Soxa. This is an interesting duel.
Yeah, Roger has to be careful, but he gets some backup in the form of Ramses, so Soxa will be vanquished. Ramses getting a little bit of revenge in the last game.
I was going to say, there's no one in this game Ramses wants to kill more than Soxa. He has been waiting for this moment. The entire break, the entire draft, he's like, I want to kill Soxa.
Yep, understandably so. I would certainly feel the same way. That's the reaction. Now,
funny, you'll have to see it.
One concern I have for 9PANDAS, and tell me how they want to itemize here. The aura builder for Tundra is very obvious. Not so much for the side of 9PANDAS. Like you definitely want to pipe this game.
Yes.
And I feel like Crimson's very good against a core win runner.
I mean, you can buy pipe on Bounty Hunter. We've seen teams do that with pretty good success, but I don't think these first 6 minutes are particularly inspiring in that regard. Like, he hasn't accomplished very much on the bounty. A lot of it's about the nature of the matchup. Oh no, they're going to triple down on him again here.
Yep, it's a second root and another death for Miero.
Unexpected rotation. 33 showing up in the safe lane, minute 6 as a ganking Underlord.
Yeah, that's what the gate does for it.
Yeah, this is why you can play as many scrims as you want, but this has not happened in any of your scrims that Underlord gank your safe lane.
Blood Grenade, 9.
Trouble here.
Yeah, doesn't have win run for another 4 seconds. Continue to get poked by this Wild Wing Ripper. One more. No, he finds the distance, gets a bottle charge, and he will live. Wild Wing will not get the kill.
Ramses.
Oh, and 33 is back.
Oh, Soxa with the revenge.
Yep. Did he hit before the kill even came out?
Oh, he did. He did. He knew that one was over.
And I'm sure that these two have... I don't know if there's actually bad blood because Soxa is such a well-mannered human being. But in my experience, he, in pubs, plays... I don't know if this has changed since years ago, but he plays exclusively position 1, which I'm sure Ramses doesn't appreciate because that's also what it's playing. So perhaps there's
I don't know.
a little bit of annoyance.
He's definitely been playing a lot more 4 in the recent times from what I've seen, but who knows?
Yeah, he would.
This is an important moment for me. This kill has to happen.
The lasso is coming for it, although he doesn't have mana for it right now. Actually, he's not even level 6. Gracious. Skeeter, 5 stacks is cheeky. Okay, they find the kill, but it cost them 2.
It is expensive, but it is needed. Okay, so when you're playing offlane bad interlane like this,
like a drunk
it feels really bad to fall behind, and he obviously has already done that. And the nature of their lane with the Bounty Hunter Bad Rider, it has its... You would think from a theoretical standpoint that it would be good against this matchup that they have, but the problem is the slows are just too overwhelming, and after the nerfs Bad Rider has received, I feel like finding these dive plays on Terrorblade is just too hard. A really big part of that is that you just get out CS, right? And you hear bad damage. Oh no.
And Ramsey's in trouble. Pops the Wukong's command, but the Firestorm doing massive damage. Gets a nice boundless strike onto 2. Rotation on the way, but he will lose his life.
Soxa gets the kill. He's really happy about that.
No more tips. He's still fighting, so can't do that quite yet. And Teres, they do find the kill on 33, which is pretty important. Looks like Soxa will get the help from 9. A beautiful power shot from afar. You see KIYOTAKA made his way over as well.
9 is
not going to
he might just go for this.
Might.
He will.
There's the focus fire. Roger in the vicinity. Another power shot to come, and KIYOTAKA's dead. 9 with a double kill. As Ramses just spawned, now pursuing. He's going to get galed, though, in midair. And now he's very slow. Can they triple team him here? They get the root, going for the right clicks, and he is going to die. A triple kill for 9. More tips for Ramses. Holy jeez.
Boy, this is the mental game now.
It is.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
He just spawned and died again. Kind of reminiscent to that last game. As KIYOTAKA killed Soxa, trying to take the Fiend's Gate over to the...
Yeah, needs to be careful not to be caught here when 9 comes back.
Tower is under attack.
He will take the gate. All right, Tinker's TPing out, so he's gonna find it here. Late. KIYOTAKA's bot, and they're going to be looking for a move on Miero's bat here. Pretty low on mana, will be bottled up a little bit by Tinker though, and this might be enough in the tank, but they're pretty well positioned here on Underlord and Maiden, making it difficult. Snaking's level 6, by the way. We're 9 minutes in.
Yep. So is the Bat Rider off lane. There's the last one, but he's inside the pit, and he just dies.
Oh, would you look at that? Maiden is pretty strong with ultimate at 9.
And it's funny that like we've been seeing some teams where their supports are just so underleveled time and time again in this patch, but TUNDRA does not seem to be the case. I mean, this pretty much every game.
This is a byproduct of how they've been moving their heroes, right? We had 33 ganking bottom, and then he headed back to top. So in that time, Soxa got experience, and he's now level 6. And Skater on the Terrorblade has also been making that space a little bit for snaking in the lane. Also, Snake has been involved in a lot of kills, so we'll get residual experience from those. And yeah. It's a tough time right now to be a Panda, because so Monkey King is falling behind clearly. Bat Rider has had a tough time. I think at this point you kind of have to play around Track plus Tinker and just really try to bring Bat Rider into those moves. This is a fat stack that he might be getting here, but
it's gonna take a bit.
Things are a little bit awkward here, not fully stacked on all of the creeps. I don't know if he can do the full camp like this.
Yeah, half the creeps only have a couple stacks. Bit awkward.
He will not be able to.
You better hope that nobody from TUNDRA comes to investigate this. Getting a decent amount of farm though at the very least. And it's much needed because he is struggling, that's for sure. If you see, in terms of net worth, all 3 cores for 9PANDAS are kind of struggling. I mean, the offlaner 33 is higher than anybody else on that team. Underlord gets the Pit of Malice, focus fire from afar. And KIYOTAKA, a couple more hits will do it. Another easy kill for TUNDRA. You can see TUNDRA just, like they go really fast-paced really early, regardless of their lineup.
What's the cast range of, okay, this is completely unrelated. What's the cast range of Laser? 650. And Windranger's attack range is 600. So, okay, technically, you could buy Dragonlance and Windranger and outrange Laser.
Okay. That's not the worst.
I don't know. That's not good. But
that sounds great.
It's just a thought, because like what's happening in these situations is that 9's getting laser. I mean, he killed him anyway, right? But he could either outrange the laser. Obviously, you're going to get MKB eventually and use that as your solution, but that's just a stray thought. Obviously, Windranger now being a universal hero means that an item like Dragonlance also gives you damage, whereas in the past when you were in, it felt way worse to buy. So maybe there's an avenue for something like that on this hero now?
I completely forgot she's universal. That's maybe the big reason she's good now.
Yeah, she adds a lot more damage.
We've talked about the shackle shot changes, which obviously helps, but the stats may be the bigger of the two.
Yeah, but in the last game they were playing it as a, or in the prior game they were playing it as a 4 in game 1, right? And with 4, I think it matters a lot less to be universal than it does as a mid.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, his damage right now, 115 with Justin Atos and Treads.
And Terrace, level 5 still, by the way. We'll be getting 6 with this creep. So 9PANDAS likely to be looking for some track kills. They really need it. And like you said, I think coupling him with the KIYOTAKA Tinker. I mean, who can they actually kill? I think that the real issue is they don't really have lockdown outside of the Bat Rider. So they kind of have to go as 3, it feels like.
Did you mention 33 heals?
I did not.
That's very uncommon in this patch.
Huh.
He went phase Yules. He's very fast, but pretty frail for now. But with this Yules, he can find a way to distance himself from the Bat Rider. He can distance himself from Monkey King, and he'll still buy the pipe, obviously. Like, you're absolutely buying that.
Oh boy, KIYOTAKA
on Miero.
Ramsey's gonna die inside his Wukong's command as well. Trying to take out Snaking, he does, but again, heavy cost.
Where are you going?
For 9PANDAS is now KIYOTAKA showing himself. He's triple team, 9 getting very low in the meantime, so they do get some sort of collateral. But still a 3 for 2 as Soxa wants to take the gate, probably won't have time. Both tracked. 33 able to get out.
Pretty good for the Pandas. It's a lot of track kills, and they killed the Windranger, who had a big bounty on her. So 9 was 7-0.
Track's still half duration. Gonna run out of
What's KIYOTAKA?
area to run to.
Yeah, you're not getting away from this.
No, I don't think so. There's the Gale, Ramses. Yeah, they need this Monkey King to get something going here.
Where's the tip?
If it was Soxa, he would have done it.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yep, sure.
Oh, you? What do you mean?
I I get 2 old man moments a game. Okay, that's.
Oh, you used them back to back here because you also called the bad rider KIYOTAKA.
All right,
so you're running out. You aged like 15 years in 5 minutes.
All right,
that's crazy.
Roll back time.
Oh.
Let's roll it back. As Solar Crest online for the Veno. As 9. Ooh, that was a close call there. Ramses could have been stunned for 4 seconds.
Bit of an X factor in this matchup, of course. Wind Ranger can always cut quite a lot of trees, and she can do it from really far away. As long as you see the monkey at any point, you have that surprise. That could come into play. Didn't matter there. But definitely a more even game than the last one, to say the least. Still.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was inevitable.
Yeah.
I don't know if it could get worse than that. But in terms of pacing, I feel like, I mean, Tundra obviously have a 2K lead. It feels like nothing has happened with the Tinker yet, really. Like, at what point do you think that this hero, like, gets online and they just want to start getting mega aggressive?
I just have to admit, I don't know exactly how you handle it on a pro level now that you can cancel the blink. Because that's my biggest concern for him, is he's going blink Shivas, right? And what you used to take advantage of with this build is that Tinker will blink in, he'll Shiva, get AoE damage and vision, he'll rearm and then blink out when he has his defense matrix on. But he can't do that this game. So the moment he goes in to deal Shiva damage, he's probably sticking, you know? He's not able to reset. So a bit of my knowledge about this matchup might just be off. Historically speaking, I think this was looking quite promising right now. I just don't know how hard the nerf is going to hit him in this game.
Won't last long.
Power will go down to 33 bottom. Closing in on that completed pipe. 1,500 to go. Lincoln's on the way for the Wind Ranger. Casual javelin here.
Is about to flounder.
Radiant's top tower is on the rock.
Oh, right.
All right, did he finish? Oh, he's not.
Is Maelstrom not coming?
Is it?
I don't know. Javelin not it.
Nope.
Nero is going to get caught out. There's the Atos to start it out. Into the shackle, into focus fire.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
And Peter and 9 team up for an easy kill. Yeah, Snake King's jungling. Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, I feel like Snake King does this more than any 5 in the world right now. Just recognizes that
in pro play, because in pubs this is standard.
Right, so he recognizes the game state of how the lanes are being pushed, and he's just maximizing. Soxy will definitely die here.
Yep. 33 with the Fiend's Gate. The entirety of Tundra seemingly are here. KIYOTAKA's dead. Antares next. Roger trying to get the kill on the Snake King. Looks like that's not to be. A beautiful turnaround for Tundra, and they only lose the Veno. And although Snake King picked up by Miero in the meantime.
Nice, you got his name right.
You were a tall grass on
Miero.
ice walk.
Miero.
Good job. Yeah, you didn't call him KIYOTAKA.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ramses has his Maelstrom and Echo Saber. Gonna go for the BKB.
Dire's top tower is under
As we
attack.
have a replay of Stox's death.
This is it's a really good gate, not just because, I mean, obviously the way they're connected, but the fact that they get on
Wukong's command was played. Nice shackle from 9. Is he able to kill Ramses inside his ult? Indeed. Antares trying to turn this around to 9, though. He is tracked. Just not enough damage yet.
Are these missiles hitting him?
No.
It's fine.
The missile's range was decreased in the patch, I do believe. As Antares, okay. More staff, snaking. Beautifully done. Actually, it wasn't even the 4-staff, it was just the Tumbler's toy.
Mid tower. Tundra looking really, really good in this game number 3.
Just got knocked down.
Yeah, and then when it comes to Roche, Tundra's team is very good at taking it.
Is under pressure.
They finished the Gleipnir here, so he did go for it after all.
Yep, and there it is. And that is a kill on Miero again. Solo kill from 9, who is
Making so many
starting to take over the game.
He's been, how many cores has he killed alone? It feels like he's killed Bat 3 times and Monkey King 3 times at this point almost.
Quite a bit.
Like just dominating the map on this mid-wind.
I mean, if you're even close to the amount of damage that Tinker is doing in a game, you know you're doing quite well.
Fortified their structure.
Especially when you're a single target.
Attack
Like
the heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
9, he's going to be spotted by the bounty. Well, they pinged it out. I'm not sure
Dire's top tower is
that
about
was
to
33's
take the
ping. They might have spotted the bounty, but he's in the corner now. Solar Crest as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I just noticed he has the
Dire's top tower is under
Philosopher's
attack.
Stone. That's why he wasn't doing very much damage. I think he might have gotten that kill, legitimately. I don't know if he was holding it at the time, but he almost got the kill onto the Windrunner earlier. This was lacking the right click. Ramses finds Fox that wants to expend the ult just to kill the pesky bounty hunter from last game. He will fall.
This is gonna cost.
Skate, yeah, trying to turn this around on Ramses again, but the focus star is going to be used on Roger instead because Ramses is likely just going to die to the rest of the team.
Middle tower is
So will be a 2-for-1 special
Enchantress
in favor of
retreat.
Tundra again. 6K lead.
Stay back and hide next time.
Sox is probably just smiling.
Yeah. Ramses sees red every time Soxa shows up.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I think that was... Is that a Blink Dagger come on Miero? Because that might be go time where we start to see 9PANDAS get ultra aggressive.
Yeah, I think with this dagger reveal, you want to find a kill on. You really want to prioritize key targets like Wind Ranger or Terrorblade with this. I think killing supports with his lasso is not going to bring you back in the game. You need to find the big ones.
This would be big. KIYOTAKA, he's showing himself. The rest are smoke. Miero finds the lasso. Do they have the damage follow-up? Leifnir is placed by 9. He's going to use the focus fire, but then dies shortly after. So big pick off for 9PANDAS, but it was all a ruse, as Tundra will be getting the free roach.
Taking the gate now on Bat, but oh, never mind. Looked like he was going to. Gate is going the way of Skitter. Having a completely free game on Terrorblade. I think this is one of the really scary things when you watch Tundra play at their best, is just how insanely free the map feels for Skitter so much of the time. And half of it is himself pushing lanes very well when he's playing illusion-based heroes like Naga and TB, and the other half is just their other players are so aggressive and eager to get stuff done early. Like, Tundra has this rap for being a team that plays slow to end out games and whatnot, but a lot of the time it's off the back of getting the control first, right? The reason their games drag out is that they are destroying the map and they're waiting until the game is unlosable. It's not that they play slow from start to finish and then ultimately win on greed, right? It's just, this team is has a very strong early mid game, and then game by game, they decide what type of game it is. If it's time to cool down a little bit and control, or if you can just really push the game to the limit. So they've earned themselves that spot here now. Terrorblade is way ahead of everybody else. What are they going to do with the Aegis? Is it tier 2 time? Are you going to just farm?
The world is their oyster. They could
Pretty
go
much.
for the Terrorizer or the Tormentor, whatever the hell.
Terrorizer.
Yeah.
That's Dark Willow.
Terminator. Roger. Gonna take over the Watcher to give them
solo
some
it.
cover. What was that? What the? Did he misclick?
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Can you solo it that early?
Oh, hang on. I think, okay, so I think he thought that he took the Watcher. I'll explain in a second.
Oh boy, Bat Rider already falls. Leifnir placed onto the Antares Bounty Hunter, so 2 quick kills for Tundra as KIYOTAKA showing himself with the Shivas.
So here's what Roger thought, okay?
Okay.
He thought that he had taken control of the Watcher, but it was a Radiant one, which was then stolen.
My.
And what he was trying to do was control the Watcher, pike, TP to base, and shoot from the base.
Oh.
But since the Watcher was Radiant beforehand, he didn't get the vision, he just muted it, right?
I see.
And now on the second try, he realized, oh, I didn't have the Watcher, so he positioned himself downwards, which makes me wonder, to begin with, why did he TP? Because he could do it without, right?
Oh, maybe he was scared somebody was gonna gank him or something.
Maybe. Maybe that's what it was.
All right, well, he does take the Tormentor in the end. And who ended up getting the shard?
Dire's top tower is about to take the
It
plunge.
was the bounty.
So can Invis be King?
So last time we cast this shard, it was not cast on an ally at any point. Soxa gonna run right into Miero. There's the lasso, the track, and the easy kill. Now Ramsey's trying to find 9. A nice boundless strike, but don't have enough. Obviously with the lasso down, it's gonna be tough to find additional kills. Yeah, we were under the assumption that the talents even apply to the Shadow Walk if you place it on an ally, but have yet to actually see it because
Yep, don't know.
refuse to use it on their ally. But considering you're getting it this early, I mean, you can just place it on Miero. damn nice.
That's very true. It's actually super good to Shadow Walk that. If you do it after he fireflies, mainly.
Yep.
Or rather, maybe regardless, actually. You know, you just need to get some sort of vision.
Dire structures are
Get her.
fortified.
Let's put the pressure on the tower.
Yep. Still with Aegis for another minute and a half. We'll see how much they want to push the envelope.
KIYOTAKA is tough to deal with this BKB in the back, or in the inventory here. That feels confident just going in and play aggressively.
Yep. Reflection placed on him. Doesn't seem to care too much. We'll be blinking constantly with the rearm.
Top tower is
Get her.
under attack.
Already getting a bit low. As bot lane, Ramsey's all alone. Will Wukong's command BKB attempt to TP? He will get out, and the rest of Tundra going into the portal. If they can find something, knowing that that BKB is down, as KIYOTAKA now shows in the bot lane. Feels like it's all about these, like, little, for 9PANDAS, all about these singular pickoffs with that, getting the track kills one by one. Tundra want to have a team fight.
Yeah, they're not going to give them a 5-on-5. That's not what this dire lineup wants to do. They want to find flanks. They want to skirmish, play on track plus Tinkers.
Ramses.
Dire's middle
Actually,
tower
blink,
is under
okay.
attack.
Pretty early blink.
It actually kind of makes sense when you look at what's happening to him in the fight. So he wants to be able to get on top of the Tinker and just start
Dire's
putting
middle
pressure on
tower
him immediately.
is drowning.
With this dagger, it means that if any of his teammates ever catch the Tinker with anything, Terribly can be there and get that damage in.
Stiff win.
Knowing that he can't rearm the blink as well just means if they, let's say they get a shackle shot on the Tinker, Terribly can just kill him. Just blinks in, pops meta, goes to town, pops BKB, doesn't get lasered, finishes the job. Definitely setting themselves up for what needs to happen if they want to win a fight against the Tinker if they ever catch.
9PANDAS, they're forcing out a few TPs, and they're actually sticking around out of the Bat Riders available. Looking for the track to give a little bit of vision. Miero has to go onto the south side of the map.
Vision here. Towers can maybe find them a little snack.
9.
No link yet.
Showing himself now. There's the lasso. Impetus doing quite a bit of damage, and Terrace with the track. Will 9 survive? Yes. And now the attempted turnaround, but the Tinker's actually keeping on top of the Bat Rider. And Skater popped the BKB, and Meta just pounding into the Bat Rider completely. Already 2 dead very quickly, but KIYOTAKA on the backline deletes 9 and Snake, but gets stunned up for the time being. He's out of mana. As Ramses with Mjolnir, charge on him, onto the trees he goes. Trying to find the distance as Tinker coming back to play. Ramses has to pop the BKB. He might have to fight through this. I don't know if he can get away. 33 gets the pit. BKB was still activated, so he actually will get out with the Tinker's help.
33 was lightning fast to throw down that Fiend's Gate to try to cut the trees, but barely missed the Monkey King, or that's a clean kill. Nice save from KIYOTAKA coming in with the defense matrix to get Monkey out of there. That was scary, but overall a great fight again for 9. I say again, it's been a while, but a great fight for 9PANDAS. They get some track kills. Tinker kills the Wind Ranger, which is the particularly big kill here. And they get out alive on their course, but close call. Look at this here. Instant gate here. Thought he... He thought he jumped a little bit further than he did. And placed it full, which is far to the right.
Yeah, very close call. So Ramses did get out this time.
Yep.
Oh, nice shot from 9PANDAS. And those track kills starting to add up. I mean, it's only a 3K lead now for Tundra.
Absolutely, and Ramses' net worth is not bad. Like, considering how rough a game he had earlier on, he's recovered very, very well. Terribly to still the big boy on campus, but can't really seem to necessarily convert it into meaningful damage in team fights. No shard, the latent toxicity, so if this gets spelled, it stuns.
Arrow
Potentially die here.
They spot Soxa, but there's a lot of plague wards up and ready.
Playing zone control here, defending that tower so his team can farm top half.
He's actually going for the Aghanim Scepter. He's only 600 away from. He's going to be spotted again, which of course is the old Poison Nova, added as a way for him to do even more damage.
Quite different from the old one, but like the idea is the same, that it's like a ring of poison that springs from the target, but it's not around himself unless he dies. Whenever Gale expires earlier than its next duration, which means it should be if it gets dispelled, or if you die, or if the target that's Gale dies, they will throw out a Poison Nova, which deals percentage-based damage, max HP, and reduces their magic resist. So this is a very special Ags. And it's kind of deceptive because it has moments where it looks kind of weak, and then there's moments where you're like, holy shit, our whole team just died.
Yeah.
And it's very much down to whether you hit like almost like a hot streak. The spells combine perfectly back to back.
It's sinking. Just
Can be very scary.
like your ship.
What do you think of the new ult, Noxious Plague?
I like it. I think it's fun. I think
not
Venom's fun.
God, I hate you.
Judge me.
Yeah, already judged.
Well,
He actually just buys it straight up, so no buyback for him. 4 smoke now for Tundra as the Ag's being delivered to Soxa.
Scanning for enemies.
33 and company looking for an opening as they will scan out Roche. Yeah, that is going to be a very quick death for Miero, and that literally might just be Roche. We'll see if they still want to fight. The 5v4 now. Ramses gets off the Wukong's command. They're going to blow up Snake King to start it off. KIYOTAKA on the backline with the Shivas. Going on top of 9. Shackle will connect. Ramses trying to find more, but there's the Underlord pit. Onto Ramses. KIYOTAKA forced to TP out. Ramses has to pop his BKB and TP out, but they have the damage. And down he goes. Big kill.
it feels like this could be a Windranger Master game, doesn't it?
Perhaps. Roger on the other side of the bridge now. KIYOTAKA. Again, just trying to create space, but I think they might just have to give up Roche, as this will be Tundra's for the taking.
Plenty of time left in the meta. They have Solar Crest. There you go.
KIYOTAKA, he's getting a little bit close. I don't know if he actually wants to try to go for a weird steal. It looks like they might want to. Monkey King dead for 30 more seconds. They're positioning themselves to try to fight this. The dust comes out from 9. They just want to get some kills in the meantime. They can go for Roche at any point. Oh, Snake's right there onto 2. Yes, Snake King finally dies. After just dying before, Miero trying to get away with that Lotus Orb. There's the pick though onto the Tinker. This will be a huge kill for Tundra. The flame break keeping everybody at bay. Shackle connects out Darius as Rogers continues to do damage from afar. Soxa dies and thus his Poison Nova goes off. There's the Sunder finally from Skeeter. He's no longer in meta, so not as big of a threat. And Monkey King available if he can just TP in here in time. So somehow, 9PANDAS have successfully prevented the Roshan.
Roger,
And now they can go for it.
He more or less soloed the Maiden with Pike, and then he more or less, I think he killed half or 2/3 of Windranger after. Look at that Henge damage.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Almost the same as Tinker. He's a 4. No, he's a 5 actually, the Henge. I mean, that's up for debate, I guess. Him and Bounty have about the same, but look at this replay. So Snake King here, Pike, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get any value out of the 4-step ult. And now the Wind Run will expire on 9, and Roger is just going to town. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think he also enchanted off the Wind Run, which is obviously a big part of this hero matchup, right? So even with that Linken's 9 not safe.
And that looks so bad for 9PANDAS, but they went in with confidence 4v5 without their Monkey King, and
Yep.
they own. 33.
A very well played fight from them.
Doesn't have enough sugar in his system. Needs some more refills on that coffee. Blood sugar a little bit low, as that is a very, very early nullifier as well. Skeeter, very interesting build though. So we talked about, I mean, we didn't really talk about, he had Diffusal, which we've seen a couple times. He's sold it now. He didn't get
much bang for his buck with that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was for, but it's cheap. So he sold it, went for a relatively early blink, and now gets early nullifier. Does that take off the Matrix?
Bottom tower faces a
We're gonna see the lasso from Miero. Soxa is dead.
It's a Nova at least.
There is.
Some damage.
But they're gonna shrug it off. The defense matrix is dispellable, so nullifier does work against.
That's pretty big, actually.
now online for Roger. Remember, he's the stand-in here as KIYOTAKA going deep into the base. Nullifier Flyboy blows away.
With the
Ramses in very deep. BKB popped by Skeeter. He's just going to right-click the Monkey King down, who, by the way, is still in their freaking base.
Get BKB ult here.
He can.
Or just run.
He's BKB running away, but there's a focus fire. Already at half HP. Lotus overapplied. Roger in pretty deep as well. Another beautiful pit from 33 as Miero is going to pay the ultimate price, but going to get saved for the time being. There's a nullifier again. Miero Dunzo.
Removes the E-Blade too. Now
Oh, Shackle Shot connects onto Ramses, and he's dead. A little bit too cocky from 9PANDAS.
Too far, and man, they're gonna pay so much for this. They have so many possible advantages with this Aegis in hand, but throw it away in the enemy base and now end up losing 3 heroes on top.
Terrace is certainly dead. Roger did end up getting away, but that was questionable to say the least. Going in that deep.
Ramses clearly wasn't expecting that clutch 4-step, right? The moment he jumped on the tree got cut. So they counterplayed him really well. Yeah, nicely done from Tundra. I think we're going to see the replay of that here. I understand why he wants to go for this. Like, look how aggressive KIYOTAKA has been, but this...
That's pretty deep.
Wait, what?
I think he hurricane piked.
It was
hurricane
that was so fast.
He hurricane piked into the tree.
Wait, was it just by chance?
I don't know if that was on accident or not, actually.
If that was by chance, that is stupidly lucky. Holy.
Middle tower is drowning.
Yeah, we might need another replay on that one, production.
I thought that was a clutch force. If that was just a pike on the Tinker that randomly cut Monkey's tree, that is hilarious and very fortunate for Tundra. Wow.
That could be a big turning point. We're going to see it again. Okay, so Skeeter in the top. You can see the Monkey about to go. All right, Skeeter.
No, it was 4-step, right?
It was.
Yeah, Tinker roller blinked. He was just mega fast. He was turned the right way after hitting Tinker. Wow, what a heads-up play. That was very fast.
And potentially a huge turnaround for Tundra as they were losing a lot of momentum. As we're going to see. There we go again. This should be. This should be. What? Oh my god, he took it solo! Oh my 70 seconds! Oh, they're gonna lose Miero! And here comes the Fiend's Gate from above. Miero might actually get out as Roger is turned into a beastly carry. Snaking is deleted. Oh, pops the smoke is fine. They're gonna continue on despite it being 5v4. KIYOTAKA, taking Poisonilla, pops the BKB, getting nullified, attempting the TP out again. Will be fine.
They need a bash.
They killed the Windrunner.
They
That's
really
the big
need
kill.
some sort of bash or Abyssal against this Tinker.
Yeah.
He can play way too aggressively. But oh my god, Ramsey's dying there. That is unbelievable.
He's had some interesting deaths. That's to say the least. Saksa gets dropped. So again, in a 4v5 situation, 9PANDAS are able to get something out of it. He's just minding his own business. Like, yeah, this is fine. Oh, he actually, oh my god. Yeah, I tried to mischief it off. Roger's just laughing. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, to be fair, it didn't look like he was even close enough in the AoE.
God, that's so funny.
And I don't think there's an ult. You need to be able to hold alt and see the hover. But that is absurd, man.
Oh my god, the player cams has made it so much better for me.
That is insane. I mean, we've seen people die from that before, but that's usually not the position one standing there, not even participating in the battle.
This game truly has everything, doesn't it? My god, that's so funny.
All right, so after that, 6K lead is now on the side of 9PANDAS. I think you're right. They do need some sort of a stun, and nothing's lined up right now for 9. And the question is, can Terrorblade go for something? He's going for Ag, so going for the Fear. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not going for a Bash or something to that effect.
All right, KIYOTAKA's in. Well, not really.
Going for 9. The lasso is there. Oh, they have the damage. They do. 75 seconds of no Wind Ranger.
Oh my god.
And now KIYOTAKA going absolute ham. Destroying Snake King, has the overwhelming blink. He is just slowing them perpetually. Showing off now. Looking for a high 5, will TP back to base. This is the new and yeah, that was Arcane Rune, obviously, but this is the new Tinker that has been nerfed because of the Blink Dagger changes.
Yep.
Still quite strong.
Am I missing something? Is there a reason they're not buying a Basher here? Because they're not really struggling with getting on top of KIYOTAKA. They're struggling with stopping him from TPing out, right?
Yes. Like, they caught him, like, he's BKB TP'd out several times.
They have Nullifier against the E-Blade, so they can cover that part of it. It just feels like they need to be able to lock the guy down and get the job done. So unless there's something I'm unaware of here that makes that not possible, I really feel like they should be buying an Abyssal Blade on Skitter here. Or a Basher on 9 even would be fine.
Yeah,
but
just a casual Basher with the focus fire, that's
at this point, the problem for 9 is that he's the target, right? He's the one getting jumped. So I can understand his mindset of wanting to get BKB, but damn. 9PANDAS are definitely showcasing why this is a hero to be feared when you're against this team.
the enemy Tormentor.
Yeah. See if we can get Ramses over there together with Roger.
Yeah, if he could do that a second time for content, that'd be great.
I love that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
A very back and forth game, but now 9PANDAS in pretty decent control. As Enchantress now has the new Mindbreaker. This was upgraded this year. And Roger is a carry in his own right now.
He's gonna be able to.
I
mean, he can still solo the Maiden or the Venno probably. And just keep laying it. And this is something that's hard for the Underlord to itemize against as well, right? Because we're talking about these Underlords that
So dead.
blink and you miss it.
Yeah. Heat-seeking missile now stuns, level 25. Of course, he's level 27, so he's had that a while. The arrow gonna get some company with KIYOTAKA. They can easily kill CM from the other side of the cliff. That's a double kill across the map for KIYOTAKA.
They do not have a solution for this hero right
They
now.
do not.
He's absolutely just running the show.
I mean, it started out a bit slow, but now that he's fully online, it's looking
Tinker has
ridiculous.
these games once in a while where, like, the enemy team just don't have the solutions. You're going to be problematic to deal with, to say the least. Tundra, I mean, it was obviously the overall 10th pick of the draft, right? Or was it? No, Windranger was the 10th pick. Tundra did have other options than Windranger if they wanted, but 9 has been doing a great job this game for the most part. Really been slowing down the last 15 minutes.
They're really searching for him, but he's not there. MKB now for Roger. And just to remind you, this is a support. For a game fight, Ags, MKB. His only issue with, the Lotus Flowers will help is he's running out of mana because he's attacking so much in these fights.
And I'm pretty sure this item timing that we just saw with 1 minute slower than average is without Ags, by the way. I think most Enches we see go Pike MKB, but he has a full Ags in between, so don't be fooled. He is very farmed this game.
Good old Sproink.
Yep.
KIYOTAKA showing himself.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Tundra just feel like they can't go on him. They're gonna try to itemize Axe on Skitter for the fear, which could also help. But
yeah, it could be good. Of course, the defense matrix, if you're not going to nullify first, could be an issue. And if you nullify first, then he's just going to BKB in order to not be feared. So it's all about timing and position. KIYOTAKA, they're going to get vision here onto Snake King. He's getting the Frostbite up, and immediately blinks out. Snake King's just going to die right off the bat. As the Underlord's taking the brunt of damage, Snake King somehow lived. Got just 2 dead already, 9. Another casualty for Tundra. They have no answers for this Tinker. There's literally nothing they can do. It's an ultra kill, and they did basically nothing. It was a 1v4.
Science is too strong.
Jeez.
You're fighting a guy with lasers, with rockets, with arrows. How did you think that was going to go with your last pick, Windranger? You had to pick some even more science-y shit. Like Zeus, because he has magic that doesn't exist.
This is an Aghanim Scepter as well. Once it is dropped, which I suppose Ramses will take.
Dire are scanning.
As Tinker already has the Ags, he's already consumed an Ags, in fact. Oh no. KIYOTAKA into the base, and Skeeter is dead. Gracious. Okay. This hero has completely taken over in this upper bracket semi matchup. It's the Tinker Show. Level 29
Radiant structures are
at 44 minutes.
Oh, that is dirty.
I don't know what you do.
Radiant's middle tower.
I genuinely don't know what you do. There was a timing where the Basher would have made a difference. I don't know anymore. I don't know if that matters anymore, though. He's just too big.
I think his punch is kind of critical mass at this point. Oh, they hit him on the king.
Yeah, the arrow. They're using the lasso on Snake King. They're going to clean him up relatively easily. KIYOTAKA just chilling in the pit. Now the rest of the team can focus on the Barracks. Remember, they still have Cheese on Roger. They still have the Aegis intact. More Ramses for another 4 minutes. Buybacks are available from Tundra, but if you buy back and you don't get some major kills, this might just be GG. 37k net worth lead. The double gem is on. KIYOTAKA going back in. 9 already very low. Another laser. Rocket. Goodbye. No Wind Ranger for 75 seconds. Another lasso comes online. Fox is dead. 33's next on the list. Trying to go to his fountain. He'll get there successfully. BKB saving his life as Skeeter finally ends up spawning. To be able to get some kills in the form of the tier.
It's KIYOTAKA.
KIYOTAKA's back with full mana. And that's a dead Sox up. 33 and Skeeter, the only 2 remaining members alive at the current moment for Tundra. There's a nullifier on KIYOTAKA, has to be a bit careful. Hit a mouse as well, and pops the BKB. Finding a little bit of distance, but there's a 4-step from Skeeter trying to wreck KIYOTAKA. This will be a very big kill, he's getting really low. Eagle to flying comeback, finally! They vanquish the Tinker. He actually flies back into the game, knowing that the Aegis is still online for Ramses. And KIYOTAKA, now they can focus down Skeeter. He's very low, no Sunder to come, 95 seconds. Does have buyback, but of course, meta has been used already.
Radiant structures are
Now focusing on the Barracks, that's going to be another fortification for Tundra. As you can see, 9PANDAS, they want to finish this game now. And we're able to kill the Tinker once. Can they do it again? They keep getting caught out again, and will drop to the deck. 33 with a nice hit of Malice. And the buyback comes through with 33. Gets off the Yules. Okay, Ramsey's getting pretty low. Has to pop the cheese. Only gets the half HP. And Skeeter, now he's the one in trouble. Getting bashed into oblivion. And down he goes. Double kill for KIYOTAKA. And that should do it. GGs are called. 9PANDAS will be moving on in the upper bracket. And Tundra down to the lower bracket.
Damn. Somebody buy this kid whatever he wants tonight. What a sick performance from KIYOTAKA. To talk about carrying your team to the upper bracket.